What's up, bros? Oh shit, it's just. Oh, put this up. Check this guy out. He's cute, right? Very, very cute. Yeah, but yeah. Now that I got your guys' attention, let's just go. Let's take it back to the past when we were in elementary school. Back in the day, you know. For my case, probably the early two. Actually, depending what in elementary, early 2000s. I'm taking it that back to the fucking early 2000s in elementary school, where they had those smelly stickers and those smelly fucking pencils, and they had the projector where they have the lamination and you have to write the marker. Yeah, we're taking it back that far, back to those days where they made us fucking write rough draft after rough draft just for any essay we had to do. And I remember thinking back, I'd be like, I wish they would give us like some type of device or something where like I didn't have to write this bullshit. Like the waste of time just sitting there rewriting things over and over. I was just like, man, I wish there was like some type of technology, or even when we took a test and I'd be like, man, like I wish I just had something where I could just get the answers. And I think this is pre-smartphone, so that didn't even exist at the time. Technology has advanced in a short span of time. I mean, I'm old, but I'm not super old either, I guess. But I am old to a degree. Depending. But anyways, technology has changed. Like, I remember there was a point in my life where internet wasn't even everywhere. It was like a novelty. It was like a treat. I was like, whoa, there's fucking internet here. There's Wi-Fi. So I remember that whole transition from there being dial-up to Wi-Fi. That was crazy. But anyways, yeah, now there's internet everywhere, especially after COVID. There's internet everywhere. And now we're at a point where we're changing. Like everything's changing now.
Elon Musk's brain science company has implanted a device into a human for the first time. The unidentified person received brain chip implants Sunday, and Musk says they are, quote, recovering well. U.S. Food and Drug Administration has given Neuralink clearance last year to conduct its first trial to test its implant on humans. The move is a critical milestone in the startup's ambitions to help patients with paralysis and other neurological conditions. Neuralink says the brain chip is designed to allow people to control almost any device just by thinking.
Yeah, so there's internet everywhere. Technology is advancing. It feels like my phone is reading my mind type of advancing weird shit. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys feel about that? Like, we finally have got from there being no Wi-Fi to getting Wi-Fi in our heads. Like, we're getting to that point. And they have said that in his tweet, he had said something about it being, they released a product, right? It's called telepathy. And telepathy it's supposed to help people who really can't move their limbs and control their body. Yeah, so they're using their head to control the device, whether it be like a smartphone or a computer or a video game. Like, for instance, there's a clip of a monkey where I guess they implanted a chip on the monkey, and then the monkey is able to control the device. Like, it's able to move the keyboard. Like, it doesn't know what it's typing, but it's moving it with its head, which is mind-blowing as fuck. That's crazy technology, especially for people who are disabled and can't move. That's definitely gonna help in that aspect. But there's also a more scary side to it. Like in this, for instance, like in SpongeBob, in the one of the movies, like probably the best one, the first one that came out when I was like a kid, you know. But yeah, that one. At the end of it, towards the end, Plankton ends up mind controlling the whole Bikini Bottom. Like, that's kind of the same thing that could happen, though. Like, what if somehow we get like an update, like eventually? Because honestly, that's from what I've understood. That's like the first product they released. They released telepathy. That's the first product they released under Neuralink. But how much more are they gonna release? And in order for you to get more releases, you're gonna have to get like an update, no? So what if you get like a corrupted update that's like hacked or some shit, and then that shit just goes into your brain, like, so like what's gonna happen? Are you gonna get like mind controlled, or are you gonna get like, not mind controlled, but maybe are they gonna remotely control you like a robot or something? That's like the scary side of it that I don't really want to think could happen, but it's a huge possibility, because something that I've learned dabbling into cybersecurity is basically anything could get hacked at the end of the day. So if this chip is connected to the internet or something like that, like, it's gonna get hacked eventually, I'm assuming, which is scary to think. But I can't believe that we're in a point where this is happening. A lot of people seem like they're accepting of it. I remember I saw a clip of Mr. B saying that he's willing to try it.
I would love one, by the way. After the first couple thousand go through, I want one.
Yeah. You put one in?
Oh, 100%.
I would. Why not?
The thing is, what's interesting,
Why wouldn't you?
Once you, the Neuralink actually works, and you can be in symbiosis with technology and just download things to your brain, you'll be able to make so much money that it doesn't matter how much the procedure will cost. Anyone will be able to afford it, essentially. So I think, like, the first few, like, would probably go for an absurd amount of money. Right, because like even if you had $0, you could just hypothetically borrow $100,000, get it, because once you have infinite, bandwidth to unlimited knowledge, you could make unlimited money.
It doesn't scare you at all?
No,
you're like pretty much a robot at that point.
But we already are.
He's down and get one of those, and Mr. Beast is an influencer, like a real life, has influence all over the world. It's not just the United States. A lot of people all over the internationally know who he is. So he has a huge audience. So you start seeing people like Mr. Beast getting it. And then on top of that, we start seeing, I'm sure there's going to be other people in the industry who have a lot of influence who are going to get it too, because they got the money. And if anything, they'll probably get paid a lot of money to even promote it, because that's just how business goes. People are going to promote it, and it's just going to get accepted slowly but surely. I believe so, because that's kind of how things go. It just starts growing. Like shit, I remember when people didn't even have flat screen TVs at one point. They only had big fat TVs. But slowly but slowly, everyone started getting thinner TVs, as affordable as it got. Who knows what the future has in store? I think it's beautiful that we have technology that could do this, because it really could help people's lives, which is beautiful. But I also hope it doesn't get in the wrong hands. So I guess what we all have to do now is just be on it, like being aware of what they're trying to do and what this technology could impact us in the long run. I think that's the only thing we could do. And if we see something that's not okay, we should probably speak out a bit or do something about it. But as of now, I guess we just have to wait and see what happens in these next coming years, because I'm sure it's a long-term experiment.